They are looking extremely good so far, starting the season on fire, 6 straight wins.
They have really hit the ground running this year. It's hard to imagine things coming together for them any better or quicker. They've been dominant in the early season.
Yeah, not the team you want to face right now. Never mind midseason form. They've been playing in championship form here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Walker following the score by Golden State. Here's Jefferson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
6 on the shot clock. Barnes with it. Williams picks him up. No what? And Charlotte will come the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And you know, it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attack.
Now here's Curry, pass to Bogut. Down low. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
And for Jefferson and his defense, players know when they are being targeted. So good for Big Al to do something about it.
Walker against Thompson from 10 feet out. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Walker. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Green gets it to go.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And the shot is good. Jefferson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And Curry, here we go.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Green. Barnes passes to Curry. And Jefferson sends it back. Here's Williams. Green with the rebound. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
Outside, Green. He dishes it to Bogut. And good on the basket. Book it.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Inside, here's Jefferson. And Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Thompson with the bucket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Screen by Bogut. Curry dishes to Thompson. Taken away by Williams. Walker against Curry. To the middle. Here's Jefferson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league. But he hasn't played on that many great teams. And he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
Now here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team, he's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the all-star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
Now here's Curry. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. Bogut kicks to Green. Clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. Green's got 6.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Lamb with the ball. Curry meets him. And for the ball out of bounds, Bogut touched it last. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Jeremy Lamb. And so here's Charlotte. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. Goes up off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Hansbrough's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Golden State also making a change. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. The pass to Ezeli. Over in the corner, Barnes. Outside, Green. Here's Ezeli. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Thompson outside. Barnes passes to Thompson. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Back to Barnes. Green kicks to Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Walker's shot is off.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Jacks up a 3, and it's Curry again from deep. He's got 8.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And Walker kicks to Hansbrough. Outside, Lin. Just 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Barbosa's shot is off. For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16.
And talking about Lynn last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it. And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Outside, Walker. Outside for Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And, you know, getting back to Lynn, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Now, here's Green. He had 25 points in the win against Utah.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. On defense, Golden State. Hansbrough misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Ezeli. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Iguodala, the pass to Barbosa. Passes it to Ezeli. 6 to shoot. Here's Looney. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Livingston. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Warriors lead by 2.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And he gets it to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Golden State moving the ball around. Zeller with the double team. Pass to Looney. From the low block, Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte trailing. Outside, Walker. Soft touch off the glass. Walker's got 8 points.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Spates checked in for Ezeli. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Well, the Hornets shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Shots good by Walker.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Iguodala. He had 10 points in the win against Utah.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Pass to Looney. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Up in time. And no good trying to get that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets team.
And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level, and that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Maurice Spates out there with Harrison Barnes.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
Charlotte in the lead. Lynn kicks to Lamb. The dish now to Lynn. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts. Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
It's Curry with the drive, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 10 points. Charlotte leading by 3. Lynn with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Draymond Green in for Andre Iguodala. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Jefferson. Jefferson, a screen on Thompson. Lynn, that's a two-pointer. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
But they recover it. They kick it out to Green. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside Williams. Screened by Jefferson. Lynn kicks to Lamb. Back to Lynn with the shot. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. The Hornets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lynn against Thompson. Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Kid Gilchrist has got 6.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Bogut with a screen on Williams. Green passes to Bogut.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Hornets leading by 4. Lamb dishes to Jefferson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Warriors trail by 6. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what, tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State. Green in the post, working on Williams. Dishes it to Ezeli. Curry kicks to Barnes. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Hornets leading by 4. Outside, Lynn. From deep. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Over the last 10, looking at the Warriors, here's how they compare to the rest of the league. Tops in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch 4.
Well, the thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. While we're in this quick break, and onto the small forward position and the hottest shooters among them over the last month. Andre Iguodala, #1. Second is Harrison Barnes.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percent.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. Walker with it. Now Green defending. Here's Jefferson. The shot is off. Good D by Thompson. Warriors trail by 4. Kicks to Ezeli. From deep. And Klay Thompson hits from deep. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Zeller, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And the Warriors also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. And stolen by Barnes. Green kicks to Livingston. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
It's stolen by Green. And even 3-on-3 break. And Thompson kicks to Green. From downtown, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Barnes. Thompson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Walker against Thompson. Here's Jefferson. A stupendous finish in traffic. Jefferson's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The feed to Ezeli. Out to the right wing. Green, the pass to Ezeli. Green against Zeller. Barnes sets a screen for Green. Inside runner, again, Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Walker goes in, and the rejection by Ezeli. Lamb, good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Here's Livingston, and he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hansbrough's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Looney comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala has checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And that one falls for Looney. Greg, talking about Walker, you have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Livingston dishes to Spates. Uncovered. They get it back.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down to the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Pick by Zeller. Batum inside the three-point line. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish Clark to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribbles. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Zeller, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter. Here is Livingston, guarded by Walker. For 3. Hornets with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a difference maker in college. And Clark, now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Zeller, a screen on Barbosa. Here's Lamb, and there's another one for the Hornets. Warriors trail by 4. Here is Livingston. Rebound, Kemba Walker.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Shot from 16. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Iguodala's drive. The 19-foot shot that misses would have counted had it gone in. And the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And here's Walker outside. That's good. Walker's got 17 now.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Bogut with a screen on Walker. And they call an illegal screen here. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, shot blocking can sometimes be like a spark plug or an energy injection for the defense. Their home crowd really gets into it when they throw those shots out of there.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Curry outside. Jefferson with some nice D.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Barnes passes to Curry. Curry with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Substitution for your Hornets, Jeremy Lin.
Green with the block. Walker against Barnes. Green kicks to Curry. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Lin against Thompson. Lin the pass to Walker. Back to Lin. Fires from the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Curry kicks to Bogut. He feeds it to Barnes for the tie. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Hornets leading by 3. Outside, Lin feeds it to Williams. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Mazzili's checked in for the Warriors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Walker dishes to Jefferson. From 12 feet out. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Walker can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Green kicks to Curry. Again, Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Outside, Walker. Green with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
And it's Walker penetrating, and the shot is good. Walker's got 19 points. Warriors leading by 6. They kick it out to Green. Over in the corner, Barnes. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
A nice bounce-back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well, with the way they like to space the floor.
Curry with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hornets trail by 13. Outside, Walker. And Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Williams a screen. Lynn kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Walker. Will it go? Good. Walker's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game. The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 34 points, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Barnes passes to Ezeli from 12 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got his third rebound tonight. Williams, a screen on Barnes. Nobody near Williams. And that one comes up a bit short.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Green dishes to Ezeli. And the Warriors miss again. Hornets trail by 12. And here's Walker. He's got 22. Curry, good. Curry's got 13 points in the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Kid Gilchrist. The Warriors also with a sub. Livingston's checked in. To the inside. And Hansbrough slams it in.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Curry can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 12. Here's Batum, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Kevin, here we can get a look at Charlotte and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 3rd in second chance points, 4th in fewest turnovers per game. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And as for their number 2 ranking and second chance points, that relentless pursuit on the offensive glass has led to a lot of easy opportunities. And believe me, they don't miss many.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Walker. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Zeller kicks to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Zeller. And a wide open look for Lynn. Good on the three-point shot. Lynn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Warriors leading by 12. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
To be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. He kicks it to Lamb. Back to Lynn. Zeller, a screen on Kerr. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lynn. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of the season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
On the wing, Batum. Back to Lynn. Zeller setting the pick for Lynn. Batum inside the three-point line. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they won. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Curry kicks to Green. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Outside for Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Another miss by Iguodala.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Zeller passes to Batum. Picked by Zeller. Batum dishes to Lamb. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Curry outside, and no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Warriors leading by 10. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala, the 3 with Barnes, the stretch 4. And it's Bogut in its center.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Over in the corner, Batum. Here's Walker with the 3, and he gets it to go. Walker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets. Here's Bogut. Can't get it to go. Jefferson with some nice D. Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Passes it to Walker. Picked by Williams. Now Walker. Pulls up. High post. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Curry kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Bogut. Pass to Barnes. Outside Curry. Bogut high post. Pass to Barnes. Shot from 12. And he hits the jump shot.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Iguodala against Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Walker the pass to Jefferson. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for it.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Warriors leading by 5. Back to Curry. They set the screen to the paint. Here's Barnes, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Williams. It's stolen by Bogut. And it's Curry at the elbow. That is good. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
For Charlotte, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
And when you think of Kidd-Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it. You add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game. And talking about Kip Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
And for Kid Gilchrist, he was accustomed to so much winning in high school, college, international competition. He's had a rough first 3 years in the NBA, making the playoffs only once in that time. But he's a real warrior, so that has to be killing him inside.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Walker at the elbow. Green with the block. They recover it. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And it's blocked. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And the Hornets miss again.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Hornets trail by 9. Inside. Here's Jefferson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Warriors leading by 7. To the middle. That's tipped. It's stolen by Jefferson. And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Walker against Iguodala. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. 5 to shoot. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Got that bucket in no time at all. 29 points for Klay Thompson.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
There's a screen by Williams. Jefferson, a screen on Thompson. No good from Lamb. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Barnes with it. Williams picks him up. The drive by Green. Curry dishes to Barnes. Outside, Green. Back to Barnes. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And Lamb kicks to Williams. There's the dish to Walker. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Jefferson. Charlotte no good that time either. Warriors leading by 13. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Bogut against Jefferson. Outside, Walker. 4 on the shot clock. But they get it back. No good, unable to end this run.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Curry. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Hornets trail by 15. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Williams sets a screen for Walker. No problems knocking that one down. Walker's got 31.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Thompson for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's now 32 points for Klay Thompson. Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Walker against Curry. And it's Walker penetrating. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. Curry with some nice D. Now here's Barnes. Curry kicks to Bogut. Outside, Green. Bogut with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Green passes to Bogut. Taken away by Williams. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. And they get it back. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game. Kid Gilchrist having a good one. He's got 10 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Green against Williams. Williams with the block. Taken away by Williams. Here's Lamb. Steph Curry with the rebound. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Green. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 35.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's the double team with Bogut. Lamb with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. It's tipped. Banked in off the glass. 20 points for Al Jefferson.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Green against Kid Gilchrist. Green dishes to Thompson. Green kicks to Barnes. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker with it. Williams for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 11 rebounds in the game.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
A 3 off the inbound. Cannot hit. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And it's Walker penetrating. Williams fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Back to Kid Gilchrist. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Curry gets the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Hornets trail by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the period. Timeout Charlotte.
And the Hornets call time here. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
He's off on the second.
And guys, what's rough for the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Stolen by Walker. Jefferson's shot is off.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Curry with the three. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Walker. From the top of the key, he buries it. Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Warriors leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It sure is. It sure is.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Hornets.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Curry. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Green kicks to Barnes. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yes, Kevin, here with on
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Stephen Curry. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.